Alright, hello everybody and welcome back to Anya Faye Let's Play's Dragon Age Origins. Last time we raided, well, I don't want to really say raided, we took Redcliffe Castle in hopes of rescuing Arl Eamon from the clutches of whatever the hell is going on, which apparently is his only son being possessed by a demon. I cannot make that shit up. So this time, we're going to take care of the enemies you see here in the side room, and we are actually heading to the Circle of Mages to, one, recruit them, and two, see if they can help with this situation. Jowan offered blood magic, but we're not really about that. Because in return, if we did do that, Isolde would basically sacrifice herself. Which I don't think the Arl would be too thrilled with that. So let's go take care of these enemies. And there's also actually something else, if I can get around the table. Come on, computer. Yes, there's also something else I want to take care of in one of these side rooms as well, if we can. Because my computer is not responding properly. That's okay. I forgot about these guys. Attack the one behind you, Lynn. Behind. Boy's got it. Oh, Alistair, you are holding your own. Good job, sweetie. Good job. Nobody leveled up from that, but that's okay. Okay. We need to check out this room. Knock, knock. Oh, the Chamberlain's attacking us. What the shit? I wonder if he's being controlled too. Oh, well, no finding out now. It's definitely a death blow.
And this really gets the blood pumping.
Redcliffe Vault Key. Okay. We might, you know, just because we are a former noble. Unlocked. Small silver ring. It's a gift. Okay, I will have to kind of cheat and double check. Sometimes I get some of these gifts mixed up as to who gets what. I know offhand of a couple certain ones. Like Zevran, he really likes, as dumb as it sounds, he likes like the gold bar, silver bars, things like that. Yes, this sort of book. Not the book necessarily. Orlay. We want this. We will give that to Alistair at a later point. Probably when we go to camp, which we might do after we get this, because I would like to switch the party out for what we're about to do in the circle. We'll get the chance once we get to the circle to switch everybody around a little bit, but I have my reasons. Okay, that leads upstairs. We can't really go there yet, so let's... Okay, how do we get out of here? Okay, we'll just head this way. And if you can't tell, I'm still a little sniffly. Thankfully, summer is over, as I woke up to my house being about 50 degrees this morning. So I am super excited that it's fall. I've got the window open. Oh my god. I am the happiest kid ever. I mean, it's not officially fall yet, but it feels like it. I really should get the loot everything. Why haven't I done that? Because I've been distracted by other things. Yes, we want to gather our party and venture forth. Right, we are here. Our objective is here, so we actually have to go to Lake Callanhead first. But I think we're gonna make camp real quick, just to kind of gather ourselves from the hot mess that was the past couple episodes.
I don't understand. You look like a woman.
I am a woman?
You are a Grey Warden.
Yes.
So it follows that you can't be a woman.
Why not?
Women are priests, artisans, shopkeepers, or farmers. They don't fight.
Oh, is that how it is in the Qun? That's not necessarily a universal truth. Some women fight to defend themselves.
Why would women ever wish to be men? That makes no sense.
It's not about wishing to be men. Trying to think of it from his perspective, where, like I said, I played Inquisition first, so I can kind of see, like, I got a little bit more insight into the Qun from Bull, and I even played 2 completely before I finished Origins. So I can kind of see where, like, the information that you get from Iron Bull in Inquisition, or the Ettershock in 2. They don't wish to be men, they wish to be women who fight.
Do they also wish to live on the moon? That's as attainable.
We're going in circles here.
I don't know what to make of you. Perhaps this is a quality of Grey Wardens I had not heard about. A person is born, Gunari or human or elven or dwarf. He doesn't choose that.
Right?
The size of his hands, whether he is clever or foolish, the land he comes from, the color of his hair.
You can change that a little bit.
These are beyond his control. We do not choose, we simply are.
But a person can choose what to do.
Can they? We'll see.
Again, with knowing the Qun a little bit more again from the later games, they are assigned their roles pretty much once they're keepers, not quite the right word for it. Once the person that's helping raise them sees their qualities. Like for Bull, he was pegged for the army because he was big, bulky. But when they realized he could lie as well, they also pegged him for what they call a Penhasrath, which is secret police. So I guess with Sten, he was just pegged straight for the army because, let's face it, big guy, he can hit things hard. I think here. Was there anything else we wanted to do in camp? I don't want to give Alistair the gift just yet. I think I will do that after we get out of the circle. Yeah, because I think next episode, depending on how long the circle takes. Because we also, I don't know if I showed this off in the last episode, one of the mods I have, I might do that here. Actually, I don't remember if it'll make me naked or not. We'll figure it out. I will cut it or censor it or whatever I need to keep this, you know, at least somewhat on YouTube safely. Puppy. Actually, no. We won't do that just yet. But you can sleep in the tent till morning, which is kind of one of the more fun mods I have found. Lynn, are you gonna walk, sweetie? Okay, I might have to replace the batteries in my keyboard. That could be part of it.
You're a hard woman to find.
Huh?
Where are my manners? The name is Levy Dryden. Did Duncan ever mention me? Levy of the coins? Levy the trader?
No.
Really? He never told you of old Levy? We've known each other for years. But here I am carrying on while you have a blight to stop. Don't want to waste your time. But you see, Duncan promised that together we'd look into something important for the Wardens. And for me.
Okay.
But poor Duncan's... well, no more. A tragedy it is, at that. But I know he would want his work carried on. His pledge fulfilled.
What promise did Duncan make to you?
Well, as you know, my family's name is Mud around noble circles.
Fair.
My great-great-grandmother, Sophia Dryden, was the last Warden commander of Fereldan back when the Wardens were known as freeloaders. So King Olin banished the Wardens, and he took House Dryden's land and titles.
So what happened next?
Hard to say. After King Olin died, there was a civil war, loads worse than this one. And our family was on the run, hunted by enemies, with nary a friend in the world. But Drydens are tough. We rebuilt, became merchants, and we never lost our pride.
I'm surprised you kept your family name.
Our family's only crime was guarding the kingdom against the Blight. We're not ashamed of that.
Just tell me what I need to know.
Duncan wanted to reclaim the old Grey Warden base, Soldier's Peak, and perhaps we'll uncover evidence to restore my family's honour along the way. Nobody's been to Soldier's Peak since the Grey Wardens were banished, but I found a way. They say it's haunted, and it's certainly dangerous. Will you help me?
I mean, it would be nice to have a place as a, not necessarily a stronghold in Fereldan, but at least, you know, home base besides camp. Yeah, we'll definitely take a look into it.
1,000 blessings upon you, Warden. I'll mark down the location on your map. When you arrive, we'll pick our way through the tunnels together.
Alright, so that one we will save for a little while, because it is a higher leveled mission. Was there anything else? Let's sell some stuff with Sandal and Bowden.
You and your friends are formidable folk, indeed. It's good to have you along on the road.
Let me see what... Hi, Keo. Let me see what you have, Bowden.
I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected, and with your discount.
For Sandal to do anything with. Shit. I had everything planned out. Let's just
Why
talk
are we
to
stopping?
Sten. We're working together. I think I should get to know you.
There are darkspawn to be fought. Is this delay needful?
I need to know if I can trust you at my back.
I am Kunari. I have given my word to aid you. We are not people of idle promises.
I have never seen a Canary before. Tell me about your people.
No.
Why not?
People are not simple. They cannot be summarized for easy reference in the manner of... The elves are a lithe, pointy-eared people who excel at poverty.
I mean, well, you said you were in the army.
I am.
Why would Canary send soldiers here?
The Antam are the eyes, hands, and mouth of the Kunari. We are how my people know the world.
Have you fought in a war before?
I have always fought in war, human.
So you must know your way around a battlefield, then.
Some of them. They aren't all alike.
Never mind, let's keep going.
As you wish.
Canary. Yeah, we haven't... I don't think we talked with everybody in camp last time we were. So let's run down and talk with Moore again.
What do you wish of me?
As my cat messes with something I can't see on the other side of this thing here. I'd like to ask you something.
If you must.
So is Flemeth really what she seems to be?
Well, that depends, does it not? What does she seem to be?
Human?
Oh, she certainly was human. Once. Tell me, how much do you know of the tale? The one that the chastened still tell of my mother, to frighten them into obedience.
I've heard a little of it.
No doubt such a tale has mutated much over time and telling. I can relay what Flemeth once told me herself, and you can decide whether or not 'tis the truth, if you desire.
Sounds interesting.
As the tale is sung by the bards, there was a time when Flemeth was young and beautiful. A fair lass in a land of barbarian men, the desire of any who saw her.
Yes, I've heard that part.
The tales say that Flemeth fell in love with Osen the bard, and fled the castle of her husband, the dread Lord Conabar, and that he swore vengeance for her infidelity.
Okay.
In truth, my mother claims that 'twas Osen who was her husband, and Conabar the jealous lord, who looked on from afar. Lord Conabar approached young Osen and offered him wealth and power in exchange for his lovely wife, and Osen agreed.
He sold his wife to another man.
The life of a bard is a poor one, and love fades in the wake of hunger. 'Twas Flemeth who suggested the arrangement. All would have been well had Lord Conabar kept his end of the bargain. But he was a foul man who bargained with coin he did not possess. Osen was led off to a field and slain, left for dead. Flemeth spoke to the spirits and learned of the deed, and swore revenge.
So she truly loved Osen then?
That was not the point. Conabar had no honor, so she would not have him. Flemeth begged the spirits to aid her, and 'twas they who slew Conabar. The demon the legend tells of came later. Lord Conabar's allies chased Flemeth, you see, chased her to the wilds, and there she hid. There she found the demon, and he made her strong. The legends all speak of the great hero Cormac, he who defeated Flemeth and her great army when she invaded the lowlands centuries later. All lies.
Which she never invaded, or he never defeated her?
The truth of the matter is that there was never an invasion. As Flemeth tells it, the Chastened never raised an army under her banner, and she never fought with any warrior named Cormac. Cormac led a brutal civil war against his own people, and later claimed it was to vanquish evil that had taken root amongst the lords. Thus, he was hailed a hero. Flemeth was only attached to the legend much later. Perhaps 'twas due to the great war with the Chastened that eventually came, but Mother claims not to know how it began.
How is it that Flemeth has survived for so long?
The demon within her has transformed her into something else. An abomination, perhaps some would say. I know not. I only know my mother is clever, and she is part of the wilds as it is part of her. But she is no immortal. She bleeds. A blade in her heart would kill her like any other, were it lucky enough to find her.
The legend tells of Flemeth having many daughters.
You ask if I have sisters. I have asked of this myself. The stories tell of many witches of the wilds after all, not just the one, and these tales existed long before I did. Flemeth refuses to speak of other daughters, if they existed, so should I believe I am her first? I doubt that too.
Why would she refuse to speak of them?
The Chastened tell of a falling out between Flemeth and her daughters. They say that one day she hunted them all through the wilds and ate their hearts.
Huh.
It may be true. I have never seen another witch or heard of one. Perhaps one day Flemeth will eat my heart as well.
Do you believe her version?
I do not believe everything that Flemeth claims. Oft it seems her bitterness has colored her memories. But on the whole, yes, I believe this tale, if not all.
That was an interesting story. Story. Thank you, Morgan.
Flemeth tells it with far more embellishment than I, but you are welcome. Dare I ask of your own mother? Few are abominations of legend, 'tis true, but I find myself curious nevertheless.
My mother died. Recently, in fact.
Ah, then you have my sympathies for what it is worth. Which is very little, I am certain. It matters not. Let us move on.
Well, hey, that counteracted like almost all of what we got in Lothering. I have to be careful when talking to Zev and Liliana because I tend to flirt with them a lot.
Oh, why, you little...
Hey. What? What?
Your furry friend here took offense at me getting near his food. He snapped at me, look.
You're not bleeding. I mean, he is a war dog.
Sometimes I forget that he's a war dog. That'll teach me.
Silly boy. Zevran?
Here I am.
Do you care to answer some questions?
Oh, this should be good. Go ahead.
What does it take to become an assassin?
Well, the Crows would have you believe that it is an involved process that takes years of training. The sort that tests both your resolve and your endurance. Survive that process and maybe, just maybe, you're good enough to start being considered one of them. But quite frankly, the truth is that all it requires is a desire to kill people for a living. It's surprising how well one can do in such a field.
Doesn't take any special skill?
I don't know about that. It's simply a slightly different skill set from your average killer, as I see it. An assassin simply specializes in striking from stealth, and in maximizing that first attack to be as lethal as possible. Debilitate your foe, either by poison or by crippling their limbs, makes any follow-up combat you need to engage in that much simpler.
That sounds like it could be useful.
See? Getting paid for the act is beside the point. An assassin is more a tactical choice than a lifestyle. Of course, the Crows like to pretend that their abilities are trade secrets, shrouded in shadows and wrapped in a blanket of mystery. So let's just keep this between you and me, shall we?
Yay! So with that conversation, let me see here. We are able to... Am I able to pick from any of those? Huh. Maybe I already do have them unlocked from playing previously. Let's talk to Lilia.
Yes?
I'd like to talk.
Well, here I am.
That vision of yours.
I knew this would come up sooner or later. I don't know how to explain, but I had a dream. In it, there was an impenetrable darkness. It was so dense, so real. And there was a noise, a terrible, ungodly noise. I stood on a peak and watched as the darkness consumed everything. And when the storm swallowed the last of the sun's light, I fell. And the darkness drew me in.
You've dreamed of the Blight.
I suppose I did. That was what the darkness was, no? When I woke, I went to the Chantry's gardens, as I always do. But that day, the rosebush in the corner had flowered. Everyone knew that bush was dead. It was grey and twisted and gnarled, the ugliest thing you ever saw. But there it was, a single beautiful rose. It was as though the Maker stretched out his hand to say, even in the midst of this darkness, there is hope and beauty. Have faith.
And that made you want to help me.
In my dream, I fell. Or maybe I jumped. I'd do anything to stop the Blight. I know that we can do it. There are so many good things in the Maker's world. How can I sit by while the Blight devours everything?
Well, I mean, the Chantry says the Maker has left us.
He's still here. I hear him in the wind and the waves. I feel him in the sunlight that warms my skin. I know what the Chantry says about the Maker, and what should I believe? What I feel in my heart, or what others tell me?
I think you should believe what feels right to you, Liliana.
Thank you. It's nice to find someone who agrees. I know what I know, and no one will ever make that untrue.
So, got one more to talk to.
What do you need?
Do you want to talk about Duncan?
You don't have to do that. I know you didn't know him as long as I did.
He was like a father to you, I do understand.
I should have handled it better. Duncan warned me right from the beginning that this could happen. Any of us could die in battle. I shouldn't have lost it, not when so much is riding on us, not with the Blight and everything. I'm sorry.
There's no need to apologize.
I'd like to have a proper funeral for him. Maybe once this is all done, if we're still alive. I don't think he had any family to speak of.
He had you.
I suppose he did. It probably sounds stupid, but part of me wishes I was with him, in the battle. I feel like I abandoned him.
No, I understand completely.
Of course. I'd be dead then, wouldn't I? It's not like that would make him happier. I think he came from High Ever, or so he said. Maybe I'll go up there sometime. See about putting up something in his honor. I don't know. Have you had someone close to you die? Not that I mean to pry, I'm just...
My entire family was murdered just recently.
Oh, of course. How stupid of me to forget. Here I am going on and on about Duncan, and you... I am so sorry. Thank you. Really, I mean it. It was good to talk about it, at least a little.
Maybe I'll go to High Ever with you when you go.
I'd like that. So would he, I think.
Nah. Alright, so enough camp stuff. Let's at least try to get to Calenhad tonight. Alright, so party. We want
Yes.
you... Because we'll be able to switch everybody out at a later point.
Yes.
Indeed.
Actually, no.
Vashaden.
Oh, I don't know if I want Sten or Zevran.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll take Sten. Because I took Zevran into Redcliffe. To Lake Calenhad. I mean, we're on Lake Calenhad, so to the other side of Lake Calenhad. Ah. What?
How did a child survive that? The crater is still smoking. It's a boy. 5 fingers, 5 toes. That's all that matters to me. The Maker has answered our prayers. Let's go home, Marta, and raise the Taikazara.
That's a wonderful Superman reference there. Meteor metal. Oh, that's right. Okay, so we need to hold on to that for a while. Just... Good job, Bioware. I forgot about that. Oh, Lord.
We're coming here to see the mages, right?
Yep.
Oh, great. They just love me.
Well, then don't mention that you're a former Templar. Hello?
You're not looking to get across to the tower, are you? Because I have strict orders not to let anyone pass.
I'm a Grey Warden. I seek the assistance of the mages.
Oh, you're a Grey Warden, are you? Prove it.
Armor? I have these documents.
Yes. Oh, a Grey Warden seal. Aha! So you're claiming to be one of those. You know, I have some documents too. They say I'm the Queen of Antiva. What do you think of that?
I could just shove you in the lake and take your boat. Not much. You're obviously a Templar.
And if you can't prove you're who you say you are, I'm not letting you in. Anyway, it was nice chatting with you. Now, on your way, right now, go.
Your superior won't like that you've given me trouble.
Oh, really? You think Gregor would be upset with me for not letting you in? Wait, actually, he would. Good point.
Yes, he'll be very mad if you don't let me in.
He's the big guy around here. I bet he could deal with one Grey Warden. Alleged Grey Warden.
How about two?
Well, you want that I should take you there now?
Yes, please do.
Come along, I suppose.
Easier said than done, game.
And I want 2 men stationed within sight of the doors at all times. Do not open the doors without my express consent. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
The doors are barred. Are they keeping people out or in?
Yes?
Now we wait and pray.
You're Gregor, I assume.
Who are you? I explicitly told Carol not to bring anyone across the lake. We're dealing with a very delicate situation. You must leave for your own safety.
No, the mages have an obligation to the Grey Wardens.
I am weary of the Grey Warden's ceaseless need for men to fight the Darkspawn, but it is their right. You'll find no allies here. The Templars can spare no men, and the mages are indisposed. I shall speak plainly. The tower is no longer under our control. Abominations and demons stalk the tower's halls.
This is why we cut the tongues from mages in Parvolan.
I will admit to agreeing with your companion. Maker knows the Kunari would not have gotten themselves into this position.
How did this happen?
We don't know. We saw only demons, hunting Templars and mages alike. I realized we could not defeat them and told my men to flee.
Well, what can I do to help?
I have sent word to Denerim, calling for reinforcements and the right of annulment.
The right of annulment?
The right of annulment gives Templars the authority to neutralize the Mage Circle. Completely.
Oh, hell no.
The mages are probably already dead. Any abominations remaining in there must be dealt with, no matter what.
This situation is dire. There is no alternative. Everything in the tower must be destroyed so it can be made safe again.
Mages are not defenseless. Some might still live.
If any are still alive, the Maker himself has shielded them. No one could have survived those monstrous creatures. It is too painful to hope for survivors and find nothing.
I will look for survivors.
I assure you, an abomination is a force to be reckoned with, and you will face more than one.
I have confidence in my abilities.
If you succeed, I would owe you much, enough that I would pledge my Templars to your cause. Without word from Denerim, I must determine our course. Surely destroying Darkspawn is a worthy goal.
We have an agreement then.
A word of caution. Once you cross that threshold, there is no turning back. The great doors must remain barred. I will open them for no one until I have proof that it is safe. I will only believe it is over if the first enchanter stands before me and tells me it is so. If Irving has fallen, then the circle is lost and must be destroyed. May Andraste lend you her courage, whatever you decide.
Well, this is the thing.
My wounds! They burn! It's unbearable!
Alright, onward and upward.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
Don't you shake your head. Alright.
There is one thing I do not understand, Alistair.
Just the one thing.
About you, perhaps. Why the deception over your parentage?
I'd figure you'd be the sort who knows all about deception.
I do. And what use the deception might have had ended when King Cullen perished, did it not?
Maybe. I guess I was sort of hoping that would go away.
The truth does not go away.
I didn't say it was a good plan.
Oh yay, Frostrune. Something for Sandal to mess with later. Pile of filth. Let me just dig around in that.
I'll get on it.
Yeah, money. Oh, I didn't equip Puppy before we left camp. Crap. Yeah, I was forgetting something. We're gonna kind of poke around a little bit before we get too far. Mage staff. I don't think that's any better than Morgan's, but we'll look at it later. Charm of Still Waters. Just plus one of them. Every little bit helps for the mages. Frame rate struggle. Yep.
It's you. No, come no further. Grey Warden or no, I will strike you down where you stand.
Wynn? What are you doing here?
I am a mage of the Circle. More importantly, why are you here? The Templars would not let just anyone by.
I came here seeking aid from the mages.
And you were told that the Circle was in no shape to help you, I suppose.
Yeah, something like that.
So why did the Templars let you in? Do they plan to attack the tower now?
No, they're waiting for reinforcements.
So Gregor thinks the Circle is beyond hope. He probably assumes we are all dead. They abandoned us to our fate. But even trapped as we are, we have survived. If they invoke the right, however, we will not be able to stand against them.
What happened?
Let it suffice to say that we had something of a revolt on our hands, led by a mage named Uldred. When he returned from the battle at Ostagar, he tried to take over the Circle. As you can see, it didn't work out as he had planned. I don't know what became of Uldred, but I am certain all this is his doing. I will not lose the Circle to one man's pride and stupidity.
So what do you intend?
I erected a barrier over the door leading to the rest of the tower, so nothing from inside could attack the children. You will not be able to enter the tower as long as the barrier holds, but I will dispel it if you join with me to save this Circle.
The Templars may attack any moment.
True. We have little time. Once Gregor sees that we have made the tower safe, I trust he will tell his men to back down. He is not unreasonable.
Gregor will only accept if the first enchanter says so.
Then our path is laid out before us. We must save Irving.
Will the children be safe here?
Petra and Kenan will watch them. If we slay all the fiends we encounter on our way, none will get by to threaten the children.
Very well, if you think that is best.
You want us to assist this preachy schoolmistress to rescue these pathetic excuses for mages? They allow themselves to be corralled like cattle, mindless. Now their masters have chosen death for them, and I say, let them have it.
Why do you treat the Circle with such scorn?
Look at how they live. Servants of the Chantry. They lack respect for themselves and their own power. Why should I respect them?
Everyone deserves respect. I'm gonna just fire that off real quick.
Have it your way.
Petra, Kenan, look after the others. I will be back soon.
Wyn, are you sure you're all right? You were so badly hurt earlier. Maybe I should come along.
The others need your protection more. I will be all right. Stay here with them. Keep them safe and calm.
We will not fail.
Your confidence is refreshing, though you should make sure it does not blind you to your weaknesses. If you are ready, let us go end this.
Alright. So we are taking Wyn. We're gonna take Alistair.
Yes.
And Sten.
Yes.
And Morgan disapproves. That just counteracted everything. Cool. Kanan, Kelly, children, Petra. Okay. We've been going for... will this be part of that? Let's get a little bit further in here.
Here we are. I'm somewhat amazed at myself for having kept it in place this long.
You did what you had to do, Wyn.
It made me very weary at times, but I had to stay strong to keep us safe. Be prepared for anything. I do not know what manner of beasts lurk beyond this barrier. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Be on your guard.
Well, if I can get... There we go. That was weird. Oh, okay. Let's see here. And we have abominations, rage, and hunger. And one behind us, desire. Okay, so before we go, I want to do a thing. Set her to auto level. Give her some stuff. Hers is currently better. Excuse me. I probably shouldn't have sold those boots earlier. Oh well. Oh look, boots. Better than nothing. But in all honesty, this is actually one of my least favorite missions in the game. Oh, cool. Ooh, that's hot.
That should not have taken as long as it did.
I agree, Sten. I agree. Oh, there's also another thing I wanted to do on Wyn. Let's see. Oop, wrong way. Boop. Just so she has access to them.
Boop, I'll get on it.
Can I go through the door, please? Thank you. Ow. Don't attack her. Yes, Lynn is actually also a healer, so she will probably become a main staple in our party. Especially when shit like that happens.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
Exercise book. Cool. Something's... and someone's trying to call me. I don't recognize that number, so you're not getting an answer. I think this is like the 3rd time they've tried to call me this week. Alright, so next time on Dragon Age Origins, we will continue our way up the tower. We're gonna try and see if we can find Gregor and... No, Gregor? No, Gregor's the Templar. Irving is the mage. Alright, I will see you guys next time, okay? Bye!